guys, is this mic on? I think it's recording. Hey guys, what it do, what it be, what it up? It's your girl, Nay Baby, back in the cut. So guys, welcome to today's video. I am so happy to be sitting down here with you guys. I feel like my past videos have been really hectic. It's just been vlogs upon vlogs upon vlogs, because my life has been, let's say, eventful. And also, you guys have also seen I've started doing collaborations and more podcast style videos. I was thinking of going to the studio to film this video, but to be honest, I would rather film it from the comfort of my own room. Anyways, enough yippee yapping. If you're new to this channel, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and check out my other videos. I create vlogs, advice videos, and everything in between. So anyways, let's get right into this video. Okay, so what's the date today? Guys, my watch is dead. That's useless. Let me check my phone. Today is the 18th of December. We have like, what, 2-3 weeks. By the time I post this video, it'll be 1 week to the end of the year. Before we start this video, I want everyone who's watching this video to grab a notebook, okay? Grab a notebook, grab a pen. Now, with that notebook and pen, I want you to pause this video and take a second to write down all the good things that has happened to you this year. Because this year, personally, I would say a lot of people around me have said this year has not been a good year for them. This year has been a year of trials and tribulations. This year, they've faced things that they have not faced before. But despite all that, I truly believe that good has still happened to every one of you. You just, because the trials have been so overwhelming, it's been so easy to look past the good things that has happened. And a very important thing to do is to show gratitude. So get your books, get your journals, get your piece of paper, get your phone. Write down all the things that have brought a smile to your face this year. Write down everything that has made you happy and that has brought joy into your life, that has turned your day around, that you see as a blessing. Okay, now that we have that done, let's get into the topic of this video. So 2026 is on its way. This year went by so fast, guys. It's not even funny. And I'm sure everyone starts off the year writing their goals down, planning how they want the year to go, etc., etc. But at most years, you struggle to accomplish those goals you've written down. And it's not because you don't have the motivation, you don't have the discipline, or you don't have the skill set to achieve these goals. Sometimes it's not even about achieving those specific goals. Sometimes it's about how you structure your lifestyle that impacts your mental state to achieving these goals. I wouldn't say I'm perfect and I've achieved all my goals, but these are just things I've realized and analyzed about myself, and also from observing other people. So these are the things I personally am going to be doing. You don't have to do this. This is just my personal advice. This is what I'm going to be doing to help myself have a more structured year next year, to assist myself in achieving my goals and turning my life around. So I've written it down for you guys. Okay, number 1, invest in yourself. That's one thing I realized this year I failed to do a large portion of the year. I failed to invest in myself. I would neglect myself physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I wondered why everything was going downhill. I didn't take a moment to take care of myself, to put back into myself. There was this TikTok trend going on. And it was like a picture slide carousel saying things that I do to invest myself. And I was looking at those things. I was like, oh, this is so cute. This is so nice. And I realized I could not relate to any of those things because I was doing nothing to invest in myself, because I was complacent in the trial I was in. I was complacent in the tribulation I was in. And I was embracing that instead of like trying to become better and trying to come out of it. I was just accepting I'm sad, I'm downhill, I'm at the bottom. I didn't do anything to try and bring myself up. And then I decided to shift my mindset and start investing in myself. During this period, I was not going to the gym. The only thing I guess I was investing in myself is like I was doing my makeup, like because I was going to uni, I was doing my makeup every day, and I guess I was looking good, but that's just a temporary investment. I was neglecting my body. I wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't exercising. I wasn't playing sports. I wasn't going on walks. I was neglecting my spiritual life. I wasn't spending time in the Word. Yes, I would go to church every Sunday, but I wouldn't integrate God's Word into my life. You guys don't realize how much when you neglect yourself, that it impacts the way you work towards your goals. It impacts the way you achieve things in your life. Yes, investing in yourself includes going to the gym, spending time in the Word, but another thing is taking yourself on dates, taking care of your physical appearance. For girls, doing your nails, getting your hair done, getting your toes done. One thing this year is I would always do my own hair, except for like one time I paid a hairdresser to do my hair. I would always do my own hair because I'm like, I gotta save money. I already know how to do my hair. Like this hairstyle I did myself, Tyler inspired braids. Anyways, besides the point, I would always do my hair, save my money. I was investing time into myself, not money. And yes, it was good that I did my hair, but the thing is, like, when I do my own hair, it doesn't really last as long. And one thing that really boosts your morale and boosts your confidence is how you look physically. Now I'm speaking directly to the girls. Males, I'll come back to you. How you look physically really matters. As a lady, when you enter a room, the first thing people see is your physical appearance. People say don't judge a book by a cover, but first appearances matter. That's what people are. Before you even speak, the first thing people see is your hair, your face, your outfit. So you have to, when you walk in a room, you have to make sure you look good everywhere you go. You have to make sure you make a statement everywhere you go. And that's a way you can invest in yourself. If you don't know how to do your own hair, pay a hairdresser to do your hair. Get a friend to do your hair. And next year, I'm gonna start paying a hairdresser to do my hair, because first I was like, oh, it's a waste of money, I can do it myself. But when I do my hair myself, it takes me like 2 days to do my own hair. Like when I do like long braids, it takes me like 2 days, sometimes even 3 days, because I have other things going on. But when I pay a hairdresser, it takes the hairdresser 5-6 hours. So much of my time is saved. Now I can put that time into something else. And I'm saying it's too much money, but I'm willing to spend that money to go see an artist perform. I'm willing to spend that money on something else that adds no value to my life. If you're spending money on yourself and it's going to increase your worth and it's going to add value to your life, do it, because the money is going to be spent anyways, but it's just how you're planning to allocate where the money is spent, you know? So you might as well spend it into improving yourself, into bettering yourself. You're like a business. The more you invest, the more you grow, the more you become better, the more your worth increases, okay? Now for the men, take care of your physical appearance. Dress nice, dress clean, iron your shirt, cut your hair, look nice. Guys, when I'm telling you, once you start taking care of yourself, it really boosts your mental health, increases your motivation to show up for yourself, to do better, to work harder towards your goals. Okay, that was the first point. Not me accidentally transcribing everything I sent into my notes app. It was literally like writing it up. Oh my days. Okay, so the next point. This one is something I didn't realize was very important until this year. Reconnecting with your inner child. We always see this stuff. We always see therapists talking about, we always see, oh, I gotta reconnect with my inner child. I gotta reconnect with my inner child. Reconnecting with your inner child can look different for everybody. This is how it looks for me personally. So this year I sat down and I reflected, and I realized a lot of things I would do as a child that would make me happy before I had a phone, before I had technology and social media. Okay, when I was a child, I loved to create content. I loved to make videos. Like before I even had social media, I'll take my little Samsung 8 gigabytes, make videos. We'll have to delete it after because the storage will get full. That was one of them. Yes, include technology. But I'm sure we all had other things that did not include technology that made us happy. And as time goes on, as we get busy with our everyday lives, work, study, uni, we tend to push these things to a side, and then we tend to just go on our phones in our free time. I feel like reconnecting with childhood hobbies, I don't know, I feel like it kind of heals your inner child a little bit. Like for me, when I was a child, I would love to read books. I would love to sew. I would crochet. Now I can't even crochet. Now I used to make clothes for my dolls. I used to make different designs. I was a creative child. I like to write creative poems. And I realized a lot of these things I neglected doing. I like to ride my bike. So now, slowly but surely, I'm starting to integrate these things into my everyday lifestyle. I've started writing poems again. I've started drawing again. I'm still easing my way back into the other hobbies I did as a child, but I feel like it's really important to stay connected to these things because these things are the foundation of who you are. And sometimes it's so easy to forget yourself. So stay connected to your childhood hobbies. Heal your inner child. That's the second point. Okay, so the next point we're going to talk about is more about your structure towards achieving your goals. So every year we write down our goals. I want to get $1 million. I want to start 3 businesses. I want to travel to Puerto Rico, Turkey and Chaos, whatever though. You want to go everywhere, you want to do everything, but you have no plan. You have no structure. You have to have a plan and structure. Yes, you have a big goal, but you have to break it down. You have to make it smaller. For example, when you're going to the kitchen to cook, you say, I want to make a lasagna. You don't just go and pop out a lasagna. You have the recipe. You make the meat. You boil the lasagna sheets. You have the cheese. You have the sauce. You do it into different sections. You plan it. You organize it, and you put it all together. Just the same way when you're achieving your goals, it's not something you just do over time. First, scheduling your day. But the reason I said scheduling your week, you're going to start off with scheduling your week before you schedule your day. So let me just show you guys an example. So I have this calendar over here. The light is a bit harsh. I don't know if you guys can see. So over here, this calendar right now, I don't have anything written on it. But usually what I would do every week, Sunday night, I will plan out my week. First, I will write out the broad things I'm going to be doing. Okay, I'm going to have work on these days. I have uni on these days. I have the gym on these days. There, my week is planned out. Uni, investing into my education. Work, investing into my money. Gym, investing into my physical body. And then after I write down things that I want to invest into other aspects of my life, edit YouTube videos, create this video on this day, create that video on that day, okay? So that's kind of like a broad structured plan for your week. And what you have to do is try to integrate each of your goals into each day of the week, or at least spread it out throughout the week. Now you planned out your week. I have this other planner. So this, don't know if you guys can see, the light is a bit harsh. This, oh my gosh, can you guys see? Let me just adjust it. This is my daily planner, okay? Okay, so for my daily planner, that's when I break down my tasks. I look at my weekly planner. Okay, I'm like, okay, I'm doing that during the week. Sorry, let me just fix the camera. I'm doing that during the week, but this is what I'm gonna do during the day to help me achieve each of those tasks. And it's broken down. Okay, I'm gonna do Bible study. Okay, I'm gonna create this video. Okay, I'm gonna edit that video. Once you break down your tasks into smaller tasks, it will help you to achieve the bigger goal. You understand? So, another thing you can do is plan your month, but I felt like it's easier to start off with planning your week, and each day, plan your day-to-day schedule. Invest in a calendar, invest in a planner, invest in a notebook. Write these things down. It'll help you stay on top. This year, I have been doing that. There was a period of time where I wasn't investing myself and I was slacking, but then as soon as I started getting on top of it, I started leveling it up. Life was like this, and then I became like this. If you guys get the reference, you get the reference. Anyways, sorry I'm talking very fast. It's because I have a lot to say, and I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, now going on to the point number 4. Focus on making money, not saving money. One thing I realized I always do is like, oh my gosh, I have to save money. I have to save money. I'm not going to be rich, so I have to save money. Guys, you're never going to be rich by saving money. Say if you're making $100 a week, and then you say, okay, I can only spend 40 of that $100. Let me save the other 60. And then you say, I can't do this. I can't go here. I can't do that because I just want to save that $60 so then I can be rich, right? You're going to be saving money for the rest of your life. If you really want to be financially stable, if you really want to be rich, that's not how you're going to get there. I'm not saying you shouldn't save money. That's not what I'm saying, guys. Before someone says I give bad financial advice. And also, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't fully rely on what I'm saying. But anyways, that's not the point. What I'm trying to shift my mindset to doing is figuring out ways to make more money. Because if you really want to hit that financial goal you want to be at, you're not going to get there. Maybe you get there temporarily by saving money, but you will never be there by saving money. You have to find different ways to increase your income. If your job is not providing enough funds, start a business. Find different ways to increase your income. Yes, continue saving money, but for long term, also find ways to make more money. Okay, going on to the 5th point, working on strengthening your relationships and friendships and staying away from toxic relationships. Okay, so one thing I realized about people who want to better themselves, people who want to improve themselves, people who want to elevate and level up, is sometimes they tend to not intentionally, but they tend to neglect spending time with their loved ones, with their friends, with people they're in relationships with. You guys have to remember to have work-life balance. Work-life balance does not only exist when you work a 9 to 5, it also exists when you have your own income as well. You have to have a balance. You have to, even if it's just once a month, you go on a date with your friends, or once a week, or even if it's just a phone call. Mental health is real. Sometimes saying I'm focusing on myself, I'm not going out, I'm not talking to anyone, and neglecting everyone, you don't realize your friend could be going through some mental health issue, and all they need is just a 10-minute phone call from you. I'm not saying you should give all your time to everyone, but make sure to still keep time for those who love you, because when you had nothing, they were there for you. So always remember, check up on loved ones, spend time with them, make time for them. If you don't have time, you will make time, because you make time for things you prioritize and people you love. And if you're in a relationship, that will vary, because depending on if you live with your partner, it's going to be a bit different. But just in general, don't neglect those who love and care for you. And also, if you are in friendships or relationships that are draining you, that are toxic, leave. Leave in a mature way. Leave in a peaceful way. I'm not saying tussle them and fight them before you leave. I'm not saying cuss down their whole generation before you leave. Just say, communicate and say, this relationship, friendship, unfortunately, I don't like the way you're treating me. It's draining me. It's affecting my mental health. Leave. Because if you really want to level up, you can't be going up when something is pulling you down and tugging you down. Also, another point, surround yourself by people who are working on themselves to become better, because they will motivate you to want to do better in life. Okay, so now going on to the final topic for this video that we're going to end this video with is building your relationship with God. So one thing that I've learned, I've always known it's important to build your relationship with God, right? But one thing I learned specifically this year is that when you are building a relationship with God, I always say, I want to have God as my foundation, because if God is my foundation, nothing can break, nothing can fail, because, God is my stronghold, right? And I would have God as my foundation, but then I would not integrate God into other aspects of my life. I would not integrate God into other areas of my life. And then I would wonder why it comes tumbling down. God does not just need to be your foundation. He needs to be your center point. He needs to be in between. He needs to be not only the anchor, he needs to be the sail that is guiding the way. So when you're building your relationship with God, you have to remember that. That's what I was struggling with. I was just making God the foundation and not making God the center. God has to be in everything you do. Pray before everything you do. God has to be there at all times. God can't just be a prayer in the morning and then you go on with the rest of your day and you don't talk to him. God has to be a prayer in the morning, a prayer before you leave the house, a prayer before you make a decision, a prayer whilst you're feeling anxious. God has to be there every aspect of your way. Anyways, that's it, guys. That's all the points I have to make. I am going to be watching this video myself and taking notes for myself, because I feel like I be talking, but I don't be listening to myself, if you feel me. But I hope this video was informative for everyone. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment your favorite point below. Leave a comment how you feel like this video is going to assist you in becoming a better person and turning your life around in 2026. I pray all of you have a blessed year. I pray that no matter what trial and tribulation comes to you guys this year, that you remember to not only make God the foundation, but make God the center as well. And I pray that you learn to invest and love yourself. And that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mwah.